IndiGo Aviation as a stock in focus delivered its fourth quarter numbers. There was a conference call as well that the company did hold. What were the key highlights? Let's just listen into a brief excerpt.
We have sufficient aircraft crew and other operating staff available to resume and scale up operations rapidly. We are in the process of revising our full year capacity guidance and will share our projections subsequently. In conclusion, let me summarize where we are at this point. We clearly have to rise up to this challenge to meet the new customer expectations in this changed environment. Against this, we have the following formidable strengths. We have a healthy balance sheet. We have a very energized workforce that is highly committed to IndiGo and its future. We have a very efficient fleet, and this efficiency will only improve over time. We have a very strong cost position, and we are one of the lowest cost producers, not just in India, but around the world. We also have a strong market position in India and in neighboring countries. Therefore, I'm highly confident that we'll meet our objective of emerging stronger from this crisis than we were when we entered into it.
We have announced a salary cut in the range of 5 to 25% across the organization, except for certain employees with lower pay grades. We have also deferred all merit-based salary increments. We have also announced leave without pay for the months of May, June, and July. Going forward, we will be reviewing these numbers constantly, and we will adjust them to the revenue environment. We have put on hold all discretionary expenses and have deferred certain capital expenditure projects. We are looking at every element of cost and working hard with our partners to negotiate better prices and terms. We value the efficiency and structurally low costs associated with our new NEO aircraft, and thus we will continue to substitute them for the older CEO aircraft as fast as we can. We are therefore taking deliveries of all our new aircraft and balancing these fleet additions by returning all the CEO aircraft that we had committed to earlier. Furthermore, depending on our capacity requirement, we will prioritize flying our NEOs over the older CEOs. In addition to all these measures, we are taking a number of other actions to reduce our overall costs. In terms of liquidity measures, we are working on a number of initiatives. Returning of older CEOs and taking deliveries of NEO aircraft. The CEOs that we are operating have higher ownership costs driven by higher maintenance costs and higher fuel burn. As part of our fleet plan, we are working on naturally retiring a number of these CEO aircraft. We will be taking the deliveries of new planes in Q1 and Q2 of the current fiscal year 2021, which are much more cost efficient, and we are in discussions with manufacturers regarding deliveries beyond this period. Further, we have already financed the majority of these deliveries through operating lessors, which will help in improving our liquidity. On a fixed cost perspective, about roughly 40% of our costs are fixed. And as I mentioned on the call, we're doing everything in terms of reducing those fixed costs. In terms of employee costs, in terms of all other costs that we can control, are the ones that we're trying to fix and we're trying to control. So that's on the fixed cost one. The other question you asked in terms of in what period do we expect this 3,000 to 4,000 crore of.
All right. Well, that of course is IndiGo Aviation.